Hello, world. This is Daniel Rucker again. I'm back with another episode. This is True Table. And I am now broadcasting again, once again, mobily. It may actually be like this for some time. I have some things I'm involved in that require my attention, so bear with me. I actually got a lot of feedback in regard to the lighting. So I guess I don't mind it. But I'm very excited about today's topic. I'm excited about all the topics I talk about, but I'm excited about today's topic because I was actually having this conversation with a few friends of mine, and it occurred to me, like, you know what, that'd be a pretty good topic to discuss on the channel. So I'm bringing it to you guys. So the topic of discussion between me and a few of my friends in my social circle is, whose fault is it really for unplanned pregnancy? And the title of this show is Unplanned Pregnancy is Your Fault. That's right, it's your fault. So the truth of the matter is that this is obviously an opinion-based thing, and everybody has an opinion. Everybody can say, who they feel is more of a responsible party, if their parties are mutually responsible. If one party is more responsible, another party is more responsible. I'll be the first to go on record and say that I do believe that there is a mutual responsibility, and I do love the word accountability, that goes into obviously conducting yourself and doing grown-up like activities. Having sex, definitely grown-up like activity. And so in regards to that, both parties do need to be accountable. But I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. This particular topic, this particular episode, I'm going to be more so emphasizing and holding my ladies accountable and more responsible. So let's get started. So, unplanned pregnancy, it's your fault. That's right, I said it's your fault. Me being a man, I know that deciding to have sex in any capacity is running a risk. Being an adult has, a lot of times where you have to make decisions and you have to think past just a moment. All our lives is consistent with things that require us to make decisions, conscious decisions, responsible decisions, well thought out decisions. Sex seems to be one of those things that are not always thought out and planned nor discussed, which is kind of interesting, I think, because it's one of the most personal things you can do with another individual is take all your clothes off and get naked. So yes, like I said, I was having this conversation with some friends of mine, and they just so happen to be female. And so obviously that did kind of bring a sort of combative like exchange. I have debates of all sorts, things relative to this topic. And so me, standing the way I stand on things that I truly believe in, I told both of them, I was like, I don't agree that it is, predominantly a man's responsibility to be looking out for pregnancy or prevention of pregnancy. I do feel that, yes, as a man, understanding that you can, impregnate a girl, you do hold responsibility, a tremendous responsibility. But I have to hold the party that is actually with the tools and the biological assets and the very things that do receive, accept, germinate, create life, which is ovaries. Men don't have ovaries. Men don't have the ability to have babies. That is just the nature of things. Is it fair? No. Is it right? Again, up for debate. But the truth of the matter is, it is what it is in that regards. It is a factual component that being a woman, a young lady, being a man, we have two completely different types of sets and tools, and they function differently. So my encouragement would be that if I was having a conversation with young ladies and they were considering partaking and participating in this activity, which is, sex, I would encourage them to be very diligent. There is a numerous amount of resources that are out there that help to actually make this act more protective. So I did a little research for you guys, did a little research for myself, did a little research for you guys too, and stumbled across the fact that 50% of all pregnancies in the United States are unplanned. And actually, of those 50%, 43% of them will terminate the pregnancy. So that means that there's a lot of unplanned pregnancies taking place just in the United States alone. And 43% of those are going to actually be abortions. We can go on and talk about that particular fact and what it entails and potentially how sad it is. But the facts are that there is half of those who are participating in sexual activities that are winding up pregnant. That's scary. That's 50-50. That's tough. That's a very solid number. It's like flipping a coin. Is it maybe or not? Yes or no? That's a lot. So, I wanted to, give my outlook on this particular topic and the subject because, me being a male, and looking out for other males that are out there, it's like, wow. The difference on expectation, the difference on perspective when it comes to what is expected. And yes, there is an expectation, men, that for some odd reason, with our ability to impregnate a woman, there is sometimes unspoken expectation. I don't know if that's quite fair. I don't believe that that's fair. I think that is very one-dimensional. I think that is very singular. If you as a woman are going to have sex, I would hope that you would be doing it with someone that you actually know. The level of how you know them is your business, but I would think that you would be doing it and being responsible. And responsibility and accountability are huge. You shouldn't be having sex unless you are an adult. Some people may say, okay, you're 18, or hopefully you're not out here twerking at 15, 16, but whichever. But having sex is an adult-like activity. I used to have this this saying that it doesn't make sense to be trying to hump and you live at home with your mama, or you don't got nowhere to really do it. It's kind of awkward. And I know that I was a teenager once. I'm pretty sure most of you were, and it's just to think back on the mindset of what was limited in the freedom of even trying to put yourself in a position to hook up. It's laughable. It's like, as a grown person, it's like, really, like like, wait a minute, like that's lame on a lot of levels. It's just lame. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So unplanned pregnancy, it's your fault. As women, you have to take responsibility for what is your natural birthright. And your natural birthright is you have the ability to bear life, give life. There's no time, in my opinion, that you should be exercising the freedom or the loose thinking that is, well, if I do get pregnant, then we can figure it out. There really is no we. The act of sex is a dual party act. The act of pregnancy is singular. It doesn't require an active male there for you to get pregnant, carry the baby to term, and have a child. I'm not definitely trying to talk like those people on this channel and viewing this are not intelligent enough to understand that. But that's the facts. There's a staggering amount of households that do not have males in them. And it's not always necessarily predicated on the fact that males are not holding down their responsibility as far as getting her pregnant and wanting to be present. There's a lot of insinuating circumstances. Sometimes, these women are getting pregnant and not letting that particular man know, or don't want any involvement with the man, period. And that's just selfish and destructive on a lot of levels. It creates dynamics that your children are going to have to deal with. It creates dynamics that you're going to have to deal with. It creates dynamics that your family's going to have to deal with, all because you chose not to be responsible and potentially put yourself in a position to prevent pregnancy. There's these things called long-acting reversible contraception. Long acronym for the short version is called LARCs. and things like IUDs. I believe the shot is one of them, but I believe it's more so geared towards things that are implanted in you. That technology has yielded us the ability now that you can go to the doctor, get, an implant or something of those sorts to help prevent, this situation from occurring. Now I hear some of the, voices on the other end and, what about the hormones and, what about, what it's going to do to my body and I'm going to be moody and so on and so forth. That's all excuses. At the end of the day, you have a responsibility. One, for your body. Two, if you decide to use that body to participate in adult-like activities like sex, it's not just about the feeling. It's about the aftermath. And it is your responsibility. You are accountable for what you do with your body, and you are accountable for what occurs with that body. And you are accountable for what you choose to do with somebody with your body that could cause your body to change. I don't like the narrative that is put out in society that we men have to figure it all out. We have to be strong and sensitive and empathetic and protective and supportive, and all of what goes with it, on top of then taking on responsibility of what goes on inside of you. I don't agree with that. I can't support that. So I would encourage you ladies to take advantage of those contraceptions and things that are out there to help prevent pregnancy. Because at the end of the day, no matter what scenario you create, men are ending up pregnant. I'm going to throw a couple more facts at you guys and things to consider. The teen pregnancy rate from 2013, based on things that I researched, was stating that 19 out of every 1,000 white girls were getting pregnant. And this is the age range from 15 to 19. So there's a lot of people having sex. Black teen girls was 39 to every 1,000 girls getting pregnant. Again, from 15 to 19. Latin women from 15 to 19, 42 out of every 1,000 girls was getting pregnant. And then the lowest number out of that group of people was Asian women, which was 9 out of every 1,000. So there is a particular group either who are not having sex or participating in the preventive measures to not have the situation of being pregnant occur. So it is very possible. Accountability is also on the parents. I really have to hold them accountable as well. That if you have a young daughter, you should be talking to her about what occurs with her body, past the fact that her boobies are going to get bigger and she's going to start feeling different and funny. And, it goes so much deeper. If you know that she's having sex or she plans to have sex, then you need to be proactive in exercising things like preventive measures. Put her on a certain type of birth control. It'll only safeguard her future, your future, the collective family's future. Unplanned pregnancy. It's your fault. I would definitely encourage taking on a role of being more verbal, talking to whoever you are deciding to have this relationship with, the physical relationship with. Do not assume that if pregnancy occurs, you are going to have a partner. Do not assume that you're going to have someone who supports that pregnancy. Do not assume that. That's childlike behavior. That's foolish-like behavior. And if that's the frame of mind that you have, well, then you shouldn't be having sex. This is Daniel Rucker on True Table. Unplanned pregnancy is your fault. Please take time to subscribe to the channel. Continue to give me your feedback, as I do appreciate it. And any topics that you guys, again, want to hear about, let me know. I'm here to discuss things that I observe and see, things that I feel need to be discussed and talked about, and just trying to give a different perspective and really bring a level of awareness. Go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate that very much so. Share me on all your social media outlets and tell your friends about me. This is Daniel Rucker signing out, True Table. I will see you guys next week. Thank you.